Hello, my name's Richard Oram. I'm a resident of the Meadows subdivision. I'd like to share with you some information on the Baton Rouge fault line. I'd like to draw to your attention that this proposed region for rezoning is transected by a geologic fault line. This region is what a South Louisiana geologist would term an escarpment. In this case, the escarpment landform has been created by movement on the fault over time. Shown here is the region proposed for rezoning from agricultural and rural to residential neighbourhood. Also shown here is a plat of the proposed sanctuary subdivision that will take advantage of this rezoning. The green line marks the approximate position of the Baton Rouge fault line. The yellow line is a topographic profile through the region proposed for rezoning, showing the escarpment slope. The approximate location of the Baton Rouge fault line is shown as a green line on this plat. Marked in red is the scale indicating a 200-foot proximity to the fault line. Note that the southern lots are mostly, though not entirely, within this 200-foot zone from the fault. In the next few slides, I will cite the affidavit of Richard P. McCullough that's on record with the Planning Commission. Richard P. McCullough is the foremost expert on the Baton Rouge fault line within the state of Louisiana. Over the past 25 years, Mr. McCullough has published detailed mappings of the surface faults of the Baton Rouge system and is a recognized technical expert on the Baton Rouge fault system. Figure 1 shows the latest and most accurate data on the fault line, and Mr. McCullough notes that it traverses the property proposed for the development. Mr. McCullough notes that the Baton Rouge fault caused damage to the former Woodlawn High School on Tiger Bend Road. In fact, Woodlawn High School moved its entire campus because of the damage that resulted from the fault. Faults within the Baton Rouge system have been shown to cause damage to roads, pavement, and building structures, and the rate of movement along them has increased in connection with human activities such as drainage alteration and groundwater withdrawal. The best estimate would be that buildings and other improvements placed within a 200-foot zone on either side of the fault would have a potentially substantial risk of experiencing damage. The area of damage could be wider. It is McCullough's professional opinion that structures placed within the area extending 200 feet on either side of the fault would have a significant and potentially unacceptable risk of property damage. Unsuspecting citizens who buy homes or lots in this subdivision face the very real prospect of property damage and financial loss. The city parish faces the very real prospect of legal liability if this commission knowingly allows this to occur. The UDC expressly provides the authority and imposes the responsibility on this commission to deny approval because of this fault line. See UDC 4.103.3. In summary, this land is not suitable for development. The fault line will affect the welfare of the future inhabitants of the subdivision. The developer has not solved the problem. He has not tried to solve the problem. As a matter of engineering reality, he cannot solve the problem except by moving the house lots away from the fault line.